Hello, history buffs. Welcome back to the Robot Ray channel. Today, we're diving into the Mongol Empire, one of the largest and most influential empires in history. You might know about their conquests and Genghis Khan, but there's so much more to uncover. Let's count down the top 10 facts about the Mongol Empire that you never learned in school. Let's get started. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible videos. Number 10. The Mongol Postal System. The Mongol Empire's postal system, known as the YAM, was a revolutionary network that enabled rapid communication across the vast expanse of their territory. Established by Genghis Khan in the early 13th century, the YAM consisted of relay stations positioned every 20 to 30 miles. At these stations, mounted couriers could rest and exchange horses, ensuring that messages could travel swiftly and efficiently across the empire. This system allowed the Mongols to maintain tight control over their vast territories, enabling quick dissemination of orders and information, and facilitating the administration of their diverse and far-reaching empire. One of the remarkable features of the YAM was its inclusivity and efficiency. The system was available not only to government officials but also to merchants and travelers, promoting trade and cultural exchange. The relay stations provided shelter, food, and fresh horses, significantly reducing travel time across the empire. The YAM's success demonstrated the Mongols' logistical ingenuity and contributed to the stability and prosperity during the Pax Mongollica, the period of peace and economic growth that followed their conquests. This extensive communication network was a key factor in the cohesion and longevity of the Mongol Empire. Number 9. The Secret History of the Mongols. The Secret History of the Mongols is one of the oldest surviving literary works in Mongolian, providing a detailed and intimate account of Genghis Khan's life and the early history of the Mongol Empire. Written in the 13th century, it is believed to have been commissioned by Genghis Khan's family and possibly completed shortly after his death in 1227. The work chronicles his rise from a humble nomadic background to becoming one of history's most formidable conquerors. It includes personal stories, military campaigns, and political strategies, offering a unique perspective on the formation and expansion of the Mongol Empire. Despite its title, The Secret History of the Mongols was not meant to be a secret but rather a family record and a guide for future generations of Mongol leaders. The text is an invaluable historical source, shedding light on the customs, values, and governance of the Mongol people. It reveals the complexity of Genghis Khan's character, depicting him as a visionary leader who united the fragmented Mongol tribes and established a code of laws, known as Yasa. This document has survived through centuries, providing historians and scholars with crucial insights into one of history's greatest empires and its legendary founder. Number 8. Religious tolerance. One of the lesser-known yet remarkable aspects of the Mongol Empire was its policy of religious tolerance. Under the rule of Genghis Khan and his successors, the empire adopted an inclusive approach to religion, allowing freedom of worship to the various faiths within its vast territories. This policy was pragmatic, aimed at maintaining peace and stability among the diverse populations that the Mongols had conquered. Genghis Khan himself believed that all religions held truth and that religious leaders could intercede with the divine for the benefit of the empire. This acceptance extended to Buddhists, Muslims, Christians, and other faiths, enabling a relatively harmonious coexistence. The Mongol rulers went beyond mere tolerance. They often actively supported different religions. They exempted religious leaders from taxes, offered patronage for the construction of religious buildings, and included religious scholars in their courts. This policy facilitated trade, cultural exchange, and diplomatic relations across Eurasia, as merchants and travelers felt secure under Mongol rule. The empire's religious tolerance was not only a moral stance but also a strategic tool that helped integrate diverse cultures and foster loyalty among its subjects, contributing significantly to the stability and prosperity of the Mongol Empire during its height. Number 7. The Pax Mongollica. The Pax Mongollica, or Mongol Peace, refers to the period of relative stability and law and order established by the Mongol Empire across Eurasia during the 13th and 14th centuries. Following the brutal conquests and expansion under Genghis Khan and his successors, the Mongol Empire unified a vast expanse of territory, stretching from Eastern Europe to East Asia. This unprecedented level of political and economic integration facilitated a remarkable era of trade, cultural exchange, and communication. The safety and security provided by Mongol rule allowed merchants, travelers, and scholars to move more freely along the Silk Road, fostering connections between the East and the West. During the Pax Mongollica, innovations and ideas spread rapidly across continents, contributing to the growth and development of various civilizations. The Mongols implemented efficient administrative systems and built extensive infrastructure, including roads and relay stations, that enhanced connectivity and commerce. Cities such as Samarkand and Karakoram thrived as cultural and economic hubs. This era saw the exchange of goods, technologies, and knowledge, including the transfer of papermaking, printing, and gunpowder from China to Europe. The Pax Mongollica significantly impacted the course of world history by promoting global interaction and laying the groundwork for the later age of exploration. Number 6. Advanced military tactics. The Mongol Empire's success was largely due to its advanced military tactics, which revolutionized warfare during the 13th and 14th centuries. One of the key elements of their strategy was the use of highly mobile and disciplined cavalry units. Mongol horsemen were exceptional riders and archers, capable of executing complex maneuvers at high speeds. They employed a technique known as the feigned retreat, where they would simulate a withdrawal to lure enemies into a vulnerable position before turning to attack. This tactic, combined with their ability to coordinate large-scale operations over vast distances, made the Mongol army nearly unstoppable. Another innovative aspect of Mongol military strategy was their use of psychological warfare and espionage. The Mongols understood the importance of intelligence and often employed spies to gather information about enemy forces, terrain, and fortifications. They also used terror as a weapon, spreading fear and confusion among their adversaries. The Mongols would often send envoys demanding surrender and threatening complete annihilation if refused. This strategy not only weakened enemy morale but also sometimes led to cities and territories surrendering without a fight. The combination of superior tactics, intelligence operations, and psychological warfare allowed the Mongols to conquer and control a vast and diverse empire with remarkable efficiency. Number 5. The extent of the empire. The Mongol Empire, at its peak, was the largest contiguous land empire in history, stretching from Eastern Europe to East Asia. Founded by Genghis Khan in the early 13th century, the empire expanded rapidly through a series of military campaigns that brought vast territories under Mongol control. By the time of Genghis Khan's death in 1227, the empire encompassed much of Central Asia and northern China. His successors continued the expansion, with Kublai Khan conquering the Song dynasty in China and establishing the Yuan dynasty, thus extending Mongol rule over the entire Chinese mainland. At its zenith, the Mongol Empire covered approximately 9.27 million square miles, incorporating parts of modern-day Russia, China, Mongolia, Korea, Persia, India, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe. The sheer size of the Mongol Empire facilitated unprecedented levels of cultural and economic exchange between the East and the West. The empire's extensive network of trade routes, most notably the Silk Road, allowed for the movement of goods, people, and ideas across vast distances. This period of connectivity, often referred to as the Pax Mongollica, led to significant advancements in various fields, including science, medicine, and technology. Despite its vastness, the Mongol Empire was remarkably well administered, with efficient communication systems and a centralized legal code that maintained order across its diverse regions. The legacy of the Mongol Empire's extensive reach is evident in the lasting cultural and technological exchanges that shaped the development of many civilizations. Number 4. The Fall of Baghdad. The Fall of Baghdad in 1258 was a catastrophic event that marked the decline of the Islamic Golden Age and demonstrated the ferocity of the Mongol conquests. Led by Hulagu Khan, a grandson of Genghis Khan, the Mongol forces besieged Baghdad, then the capital of the Abbasid Caliphate and a center of Islamic culture, learning, and commerce. Despite its defenses, Baghdad could not withstand the Mongol assault, and after a brief but intense siege, the city fell. Hulagu's forces massacred a large portion of the population, with estimates of the dead ranging from 100,000 to over 1 million. The libraries, including the famed House of Wisdom, were destroyed, leading to an irreparable loss of knowledge and culture. The sack of Baghdad had profound and long-lasting consequences for the Islamic world. The fall of the city marked the end of the Abbasid Caliphate's political power, which had been a dominant force in the Middle East for over 5 centuries. The destruction of Baghdad disrupted trade routes and contributed to the economic decline of the region. The psychological impact of the Mongol invasion also left a lasting scar on the Islamic world, with the brutality of the attack serving as a stark reminder of the Mongols' might. The fall of Baghdad exemplifies the devastating power of the Mongol military and the far-reaching consequences of their conquests on the civilizations they encountered. Number 3. The legacy of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's legacy extends far beyond his role as a ruthless conqueror. He was also a visionary leader who established one of the most influential empires in history. Born as Temujin in 1162, Genghis Khan unified the Mongol tribes, transforming them from a collection of warring clans into a powerful, disciplined military force. His innovative military strategies, including the use of highly mobile cavalry and sophisticated psychological warfare, enabled him to conquer vast territories, creating an empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. Genghis Khan implemented a meritocratic system, promoting individuals based on ability rather than lineage, which helped consolidate his rule and maintain loyalty among his diverse subjects. Beyond his military achievements, Genghis Khan's legacy includes significant contributions to cultural exchange and economic development. He established the Yasa, a code of laws that promoted stability and justice across the empire, and encouraged trade by securing the Silk Road, facilitating the flow of goods, ideas, and technologies between East and West. This period of peace and prosperity, known as the Pax Mongollica, allowed for unprecedented interactions between different cultures, leading to the exchange of knowledge and innovations. Genghis Khan's influence reshaped the world, and his legacy is still evident today in the cultural and genetic imprint he left across the territories he once ruled. Number 2. The Black Death. The Black Death, a devastating plague that swept through Europe and Asia in the mid-14th century, is often associated with the Mongol Empire due to its role in facilitating the spread of the disease. Originating in Central Asia, the plague likely spread along the extensive trade routes established and secured by the Mongols, particularly the Silk Road. The Mongol Empire's vast territorial control and interconnected trade networks enabled the rapid transmission of the disease across continents, reaching Europe by 1347. The outbreak, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, resulted in unprecedented mortality rates, wiping out an estimated 30% to 60% of Europe's population and causing significant social and economic upheaval. Although unintentional, the Mongol Empire's role in the spread of the Black Death highlights the unintended consequences of their vast imperial expansion and trade networks. The devastation wrought by the plague altered the course of history, leading to labor shortages, economic disruptions, and shifts in power dynamics across Eurasia. Despite its catastrophic impact, the Black Death also spurred advancements in medicine and public health practices in the aftermath, contributing to future understandings of disease transmission and prevention strategies. Number 1. The Genetic Legacy. The Mongol Empire's genetic legacy is a fascinating aspect of its history that continues to intrigue scientists and historians alike. The empire's extensive conquests led to significant genetic mixing among populations across Eurasia. Recent genetic studies have revealed that approximately 1 in 200 men worldwide are descendants of Genghis Khan, highlighting the profound genetic impact of the Mongol conquests. This genetic lineage, known as the Genghis Khan haplotype, suggests widespread reproductive success among his male descendants, likely facilitated by the empire's policies and practices. Furthermore, the Mongol Empire's influence on genetic diversity extended beyond Central Asia. The empire's conquests and subsequent rule led to the movement of people, goods, and ideas across vast distances, fostering genetic exchanges between diverse populations. The genetic legacy of the Mongol Empire underscores its lasting impact on the demographic makeup of Eurasia, contributing to the genetic diversity observed in modern populations. Studying this legacy provides insights into the complex interactions between cultures and populations during the medieval period and highlights the enduring consequences of historical events on genetic diversity today. That concludes our countdown of the top 10 facts about the Mongol Empire you never learned in school. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical revelations with Robot Ray. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.